Wow, what the heck is that? Did anyone see that? What is that? That's a fish. The Titan Hole fish. Can we play sports and shoot something through the middle? Can I swim through? Replenish oxygen. Oh, little guy. Now, I just kind of jumped in here and I don't know what to expect, but my God, look at these little guys. They look like toucans mixed with penguins. What is this? And kind of sort of a surfboard of some kind. And they're adorable. I don't know what they are. They're some of the strangest looking blorbs I've ever seen, but my God, I like this game already. I'm kind of coming right off the back of playing the original Subnautica all the way through. Just finished it. This is a blind playthrough, so I'm not going to be kind of looking at spoilers or anything like that. Not going to be reading up about it until we finish. We're doing the survival mode. Survive alone on 4546B while investigating the death of your sister. Let's go. God, they always have amazing music. Oh, look at the little guy.
This is the farthest I can take you on company space bucks, Robin. You sure you want this? The research is in everything.
It is to me. And Sam. I need to know what happened.
The meteor storm.
I can use it for cover from Altera's eyes.
Gonna miss you, Robin.
I'll find my way back.
I have a voice. Dude, we sound badass. So we're going after our sister.
4546 feet. Surface temperature is drop pod deployed.
I was attached to that? Why am I using a Nintendo Switch? That seriously looks like some combination between a toy F1 steering wheel and oh boy. I didn't do it.
Welcome to 4546 feet. Enjoy your stay.
Thank you. How? What the heck? Are we in a war zone? So I think they said a meteor storm, and we're using it to hide from Altera. That's quite a storm. We need to find a cave, don't we? We need a cave. We need a cave. All right, cool. We'll come back for you. It wasn't my fault. I didn't do it. Oh my God, are we gonna? Oh, nutrient block. Oh, grab that. We'll have to come back later. Are we gonna be safe under here? Something tells me no.
Holy smokes. That did not go as planned.
Are we
I
okay?
should find a way into the water and get to the drop pod.
Okay, so first things first. Are these heat lamps? It's got an X on it. God, if it eats my face, I swear. Okay, so seems like maybe the meteor storm has passed. And I just want to double check because who knows? Maybe there's... Yes, can I help you? So it seems like we were on something that was attached to a drop pod and we were trying to avoid Altera's attention. But wow, that felt like I was in Call of Duty or something. That was insane. There's that beautiful skyline there. Yeah, I don't think there's anything useful here. I am seeing a down arrow or something. Yeah, this does not look maneuverable. What was this? It looked like it was some kind of attachment or something. There's a piece of or whatnot. And I'm seeing nutrient blocks everywhere. It's almost like we had a food pantry. And next thing you know, ooh, flares. Excellent. Awesome. Press tab or to open or close the PDA. Survival. Arctic Survival Almanac on arrival. Oh, we're actually, you know what? Hang on a second. We're low on food. Let's go in and eat that. Boom, 120. And our temperature is at 71. Oh, temp's going down. We're going to come back to this. Let's just go in and grab this. Maybe put that away. Temperature 63. I'm assuming if we get near those flowers, filtered water.
New blueprint synthesized.
52 degrees. If we get near those flowers that they provide heat, that's very, very, very nice of them. I don't know how that works, how they evolve that way. What are they heating up? There we go, there we go, there we go. Okay, so they're friendly. Take a look at this. Yep. Wow. Very interesting. God, I wish I could scan that. Okay, so maybe we kind of chill here first. Ow! Okay, maybe not chill. Just, you know, ambient heat. Holy moly. All right. So, welcome to Adventure Mode Xeno Worker. You've arrived in an Arctic climate. Your great expedition begins. Your XenoWorks PDA is equipped to monitor your temperature and vital signs. Since you've downloaded the Arctic Survival Almanac, it will also dispense advice from time to time. For the benefit of future adventurers, your device will also record observations and findings you make. Survival checklist. Retreat to a safe environment. Yeah, I mean, mostly safe. 2. Administer first aid if required. Negatory. 3. Retrieve emergency supplies if available. In the progress of that. 4. Survey the environment for threats and resources. 5. Find or construct a reliable habitat. 6. Construct necessary survival equipment using the habitat's fabricator. 7. Locate other survivors using line of sight or the radio. 8. Maintain physical and psychological health until rescue. The Arctic Survival Almanac. The surface. Adventurers exploring the surface in cold weather climates are advised to take additional precautions. High winds can result in rapid onset of hypothermia. Keep an eye out for natural shelter or restorative hot springs. Do these count as springs? If wearing a standard issue AEP suit, bodies of water may provide safety from extreme cold. She did mention. Unexpected detours occur. You never know how long you'll be away from home base. Remember to pack a lunch. Really, guy? And a toasty hot beverage if possible. We can't say this enough. Layers. Investing in a quality cold suit is certain to pay dividends in warmth and safety. Remember, when in doubt, don't go out. Okay, well, too late for that. Beacon manager, we've got the drop pod. Our inventory, we've got a lot of flares. We've got food and water. I mean, I guess we'll just hang on to that. We got to go back and see if we can't find any more supplies. All the nutrient blocks, kind of funny that it's almost like a pantry just sort of burst open and we didn't even have them secured or anything. They just all flew out of our Cliff Bar box, you know. So we're moving along, hoping in case there was any debris, maybe it's scattered in the flight path, so to speak. Although I don't know if I'd call it flight. Maybe we'll call it plummet path. We plummeted downwards and left this divot in the ground. So, tell you what, let's get near the heat once again. These are really fantastical flowers. I feel like I'm in Alice in Wonderland or something. Hello, thank you so much. I really appreciate your help. And here we go. I'm guessing this loops around to where we were before. Yeah, I think so. Okay. So we've kind of unified the path here. Excellent. Now we can slow it down a little bit. And I don't feel so pressured with all of those, I don't know what you'd call these, hot springs, heat flowers. And apparently we're in search of our sister. And we land on this planet, which we know, 4546b. So I'm curious. I'm probably not infected yet. I probably will become infected. Those are strange. They almost look like mushrooms or something. But, I mean, you know, snowballs, but with stems and stalks. Maybe if you melt them. Oh my god, if you melt those, I bet there's stuff underneath you. 73. Before we dive off, is there anything on the cliff top? Negatory. Alright, so, well, it seems like our drop pod is the place to be. It's in the water, which is probably warmer, believe it or not, or at least without as many temperature swings. So in we go. So you can see the temperature is rising. And as much as I want to look around, God, this is so cool. As much as I want to look around right away. Already? Okay, I'm hearing what sounds like some kind of predator. But, ooh, peepers, hi! I missed you. Get in my belly. Oh, look at those. Wow, they look like they're sitting there. Look like Humpty Dumpty or something. Well, that's odd. Or like an ube plant. You ever had ube? Purple potato?
Oxygen.
Oh my god. Whoops. I forgot. Alright. I have very little. I don't even have an oxygen tank, yes? So this is probably what we were attached to, and it is auto-deployed. Has solar cells even. And a bubble dome. Ah, this one's really cool. Apparently this belongs to Alterra as well. This is our base.
Found the drop pod.
I'm assuming we're talking to ourselves. Oh, here we go.
I want to offer my sincerest condolences on the passing of your sister. I got to know Sam better
believe we see a
towards
picture.
the end of my mandate with Alterra on 4546B, when we were thrown together as basemates at Outpost Zero. She spoke often and fondly of you. I thought you should know, it didn't sit right with me when Alterra blamed Sam's death on negligence. The Samantha Ayu I met was many things. Kind, clever, devoted to her work, but never negligent. I wish I could offer you something more substantial, but my access to information has been cut off. You may be in a better position to look into things than I am. If you're able to, Delta Station was our HQ. They were in a big hurry to leave, and there might still be information to be found there. It has a big radio tower, impossible to miss. I hope you find the answers you seek. Lillian Bench.
Delta Station. Notice of death. Dear Miss Ayu, on behalf of Zeta Landon, 4546B Robotics Section Leader and Indra Cormac, President of Alterra Trans Government, I regret to inform you of the death of Samantha Ayu. She died on planet 4546B, regrettably as the result of injuries sustained in an accident arising from her own negligence. Ooh, you don't send that. Please allow me to communicate the most profound condolences for the loss of your sister. While further details are unavailable at this time, you will receive contact from the Department of Insurance and Recuperation concerning your responsibilities as next of kin. Responsibilities, huh? With regards to repayment of damages and legal fees. If you have any questions, you may file form, and your query will be addressed in sequential order. Sincerely, Emmanuel Desjardins, 4546B Communications Liaison, Alterra Transgov. Wow, burn. Well, hang on. First of all,
Sam, I guess I might as well gather some tools and resources before starting my search. Hope that radio tower's as easy to spot as Lil said.
so we've got fabricator, we've got storage. So storage is, well, it is what it is. Cold resistance with the flares. Disposable light source useful for distracting certain predators. Let's hang on to 4. The water, I mean, we definitely need the water, so let's go in and drink it. Bam. It's going to be 25. The food we'll hang on to, and I mean, we'll just store some flares there. What do we have here, right? Basic materials. Creep vine sample. Okay, we recognize it. Creep vine seed cluster and glass. We got copper wire, battery, wiring kit, computer chip. All seem to be the same sort of pattern, so I like the consistency here. We got equipment. O2 tank. Yes, please. Titanium fiber mesh. Fins. We've got compass. Oh, you already have the compass. You don't even have to find the plan for it. Wow, their drop pod was better equipped than my drop pod. First aid kit. Oh, wow, you have to make them. Tools, scanner. Yes, please. We've got flashlight, survival knife for sure. Flare, crystalline sulfur already. Oh my gosh, and a waterproof locker should we choose. So I want to make sure that we've got access to the silicone rubber. And then I guess if we want to make, I forget, was there a suit? There wasn't a suit right away, but seems like a lot of silicone rubber, and then the O2 tank is also a high pry. Well, before we go out, let's just go in and play a log while we're wandering around. We've got our blueprints out here, nice and tight and clean, and we'll just play this for now from Sam.
Robin, guess what? I got the job. I'm going to 4546B. Now I'll be able to improve the mechanical avian amphibian under real-world stress conditions. Listen, I know your stance on Alterra, but I just hope you're happy your sis is happy. I sure hope my sis is happy. I can't wait till we talk again. Oh, I wanted to ask you something. Can you watch my Augie while I'm away?
Augie?
I need someone I can trust to look after my best little potato. Potato, listen. I tried, but that name is just not sticking. He's my little extra bite. I'll leave the starchy tubers nicknames to you.
Ogstrobite.
Anyway, if you say yes, thanks, baby sis. Love you.
I'm guessing that's her pet, but I don't know what an Ogstrobite is. Let's go on and play the next one. Oh, wow. Look at Sam. She looks confident.
4546B to Robin. Come in, Robin. Remember when we used to play old-timey Space Explorer? This is kind of like that, but it's even harder to communicate.
Arctic Peeper.
Well, let's see. I got your last message. Altera is not, as you put it, all-terrorizing me. Things are going well. My project has a new name. Say goodbye to the mechanical avian amphibian, and hello to spy penguins.
What?
We're training the bots to mimic the creatures. Check out the photo. And I think I'm kind of seeing someone. I know it's not like me to just find a date, let alone on a mostly uninhabited water planet, but actually, you know what? Forget I said anything. Yeah, it's probably not even a real thing, but anyway, I'm sorry to hear XenoWorks might be strapped in the revenue department. Sounds like they still have you busy Xeno working, though. I know there's no way to guarantee an alien intelligence startup will succeed, but you've put so much into it. I hope they find a way to keep going. I know how much it means to you, getting to work at a small place where you have control over your research. All right, I gotta go. Later, baby sis.
I'm a researcher as well? Wow. So kind of crazy already, just the differences. I mean, they're subtle, but you know, there's a similar design language. I love it. Personal log minerals galore. So obviously we picked up some stuff.
Dropping into an unknown area, but luckily this biome seems to have an abundance of minerals I can use for tools and upgrades. I didn't want another situation like Byzantos 5. When XenoWorks dropped me off, there were barely any resources. I survived off the land for 3 months with just a knife, my lucky PDA, and some rope.
I've done this
I am
before.
Kind of proud of that, though.
I've done this before. Okay, that is a little odd to me. Makes me wonder a little bit, but that's kind of interesting. Yeah. Well, let's see. Well, let's go ahead and get a little lubricant here, and we'll also make the silicone rubber. Yeah, that's strange. So I'm a researcher. I think my sister's a researcher as well. She's working for Altera. I work for this XenoWorks place. Ooh, fins. Yes, please. Excellent. That's going to be huge. So a 15% increase, it said, I believe, right? Translate vertical limb movements underwater in a forward thrust, enhance swim speed by approximately 15%. These are going to decay. So I suppose at 21 and 3, we'll go ahead and eat this one. Get a little bit of water, and we're already in a better spot. Let's continue. And we'll go in and play another log.
Hey, Robin. I got your Augie photo. Thanks so much for taking care of him, even though he's a cranky potato. Hey, the nickname actually fits that way. Cranky potato.
Oh.
I know he can be a handful, but I really appreciate it.
Nice.
I'm a bit worried about my other baby, the mission. One of my penguins found something big. But Altera is just like nothing to see here. Honestly, kind of glad you can't answer, so you can't, rub it in my face. Go ahead, bask in the fact that you were a little bit right about them. My project is on the line. My job, my safety. I heard about XenoWorks getting bought. Sorry. But at least you still have your job. Guess you're one of us now. Like it or not. Welcome to the Altera family. I should probably go before I say something I regret. Love you. Keep your chin up. Eye on the alien prize.
Wow. So I guess I wanted to be in a smaller company of some kind. My sister was totally okay being in a larger one. She's working with penglings. Sounds kind of like penglings or like penguins. And she was trying to train, or maybe she worked in robotics, and she was trying to train these robots to mimic these penguin type creatures. And then she said one of her penglings. So I don't know if that means it's the real pengling or one of her mimic penglings, but either way, it seems like there's some things going on. And right now, our small XenoWorks has been co-opted or purchased by Altera, and now we're part of the very company that we were not so hot on. So very, very interesting. Things are developing. So let's go ahead and put survival knife on 1. We'll go ahead and put the flare on 5. And we can actually unpin this guy. We definitely need a scanner in order to make the battery. We need ribbon plants. So we do have copper. We need a ribbon plant. Okay, fair enough. But this is huge because we can kind of, I would imagine these look kind of like macaroons, but at least we can defend ourselves. We can also grab things. I'm guessing that's a seed of some kind. Is that a meteor storm? Oh, well, that's not good. I don't want to get hit by lightning. But, wow. Okay, so I guess if we're deep enough, then perhaps the lightning will not affect us. Hi! I don't want to hurt you. I really don't. You're so cute. Oh my god, guy, you're like Toucan Sam the Penguin. He's like a little lozenge. You know how if you got a little, so I have a couple of kittens, and when they end up sort of like laying down, there's like monorail cat as far as the meme goes, but they can also become like little tiny lozenges, fuzzy lozenges, my wife calls them. And god, they look like, I mean, I don't know if they'd be fuzzy, but aquatic lozenges, yes. So looks like we got more bullseye shrooms. We're just keeping an eye out. Never know what you're gonna find out here predator wise. There we go. So we got some titanium. That's great. We need to look for ribbon plants so that we can actually get some batteries. And let's just rise oxygen. Oxygen. Oh, fiber mesh, right? Creep vine. We came across creep vine. That's how we were able to kind of, what is this? Scaly maw anemone. My gosh, it almost looks like a brain. Yeah. That's how we're able to get. they're awfully a little awkward in how they move around, but I guess that kind of fits. Yeah. We're looking for where we were able to pick up the creep vine seeds or clusters. We want to actually get some of the material from the vine itself, and then we should be able to make the fiber mesh and actually make ourselves an oxygen tank, which is going to be huge. I love how our shadow has our ponytail and everything. It looks so cool. Oh my gosh. I don't want to get stuck underneath an ice flow. I noticed that we do have that extra meter near our hydration. I'm assuming that's the temperature. So we're fine underneath the water. Oh, that looks familiar. Take a look at that on the right side with the blueprint. Is this a ribbon plant? Yes, it is.
Plants contain electrolytic materials that can be used in energy storage.
I guess ZenoWorks, they hired maybe an Indian linguist to record the PDA voice. All right, so we finally have enough ribbon plant materials to make a battery, but we're going to go ahead and pull in a few more, and we'll get in some of the quartz as well. Definitely want the oxygen tank, but oh my god, what little guys. Look at them. They're so maneuverable. Hi. Wouldn't it be crazy if those actually were not penglings, but they were our sister's robot or something like that? Just mimicking them so well. All right, so we're going to go ahead and start with a battery. So we'll get that battery going. That's going to be fantastic. We can probably make another battery just as a backup. And then with this, we should be able to make our first and most important tool, the scanner. It's going to be great. Excellent.
All right, I have a scanner.
There we go. So let's get this unchecked. So battery's out. Our scanner is out. And we're going to take the silicon rubber and that's out. We'll go ahead and mark this on 2. And we'll get on out there. What is out there? Is it lightning again? You watch. I pop my head up and I get zapped. Yeah, it's like a rainstorm or something. More ribbon plants. Look at that. Oh, I guess we can scan it. Oh. Can we scan the red wart? Obviously, there's more logs as well. violet bow. This we are somewhat familiar with. The ribbon plant, yes. I guess it's our equivalent of the acid mushroom. We'll go and grab one and then surface. Definitely want to get that fiber mesh going before we continue, just so that I don't accidentally drown myself. Because after all, you know, I tend to look around and I don't really focus completely on all of my sort of like survival readouts and meters. And next thing you know, I'm drowning, or I'm in a bad spot, let's say. Okay, so where were we when we picked up stuff from the grapevine? Yeah, I know we could keep scanning, but I kind of want to make this a priority. It's going to make everything else more efficient. So we'll just kind of keep out the survival. There we go. Wow, it's a little more sparse. I wonder if that's because of the temperature and the environment. They're like slightly reddish, yeah. 1, 2.
New blueprint
What is that?
synthesized.
What are you? So first thing, scan the creepvine. You're coming awfully close. Sea monkey. I don't want much to do with you. It looks really quite silly. Is it? I don't know what to think yet. We will revisit you later. We're just going to read about you first in the safety of this little base. God, it looked a little crazy, like the Joker or something. Well, first of all, I know that the creepvine samples can kind of deteriorate, or at least they could on the other place. So let's go ahead and get this fiber mesh created, and then we shall finally create our own oxygen tank. That's going to be amazing. There we go.
Blueprints to your data bank.
So we're going to go ahead and mark up and unpin. Is there anything else that we've deemed to be critical? I mean, we've got the O2 tank, we've got the fins, perhaps a med kit would be nice, compass for sure. Probably going to be silver and whatnot. First aid kit, repair tool, flashlight, and all of the rest seems standard.
Tank can be upgraded for deluxe and VIP breathing.
Excellent. 30 seconds of oxygen. Well, we might as well consume this because it's about to go bad, right? So we'll eat that. Let's go in and take a look at what the heck that was. So we'll shut down tech, research, indigenous life forms, fauna, herbivore, excellent, sea monkey. A medium-sized and intelligent herbivore which shows great interest in other life forms and their possessions. More research is needed to understand this life form and its behavior. I don't like the fact that it wants my possessions, or it sounds like it. 2 finger-like appendages on each forearm are tipped with suction pads for basic object manipulation, basically thievery. Its large turquoise crest is made of rigid bone, is possibly used as a ram, although this has not been observed. Sea monkeys roam the ocean almost playfully, largely fearless of predators. Seen to form small nests where they hoard objects of interest for unknown purposes. Assessment, investigate with caution. So we don't want to be near them. If we get mobbed, they'll probably gank all our stuff. Okay, that's lovely. Redwort. Ribbon plants. Contain a highly concentrated sulfuric acid, can be harvested for use in battery fabrication. The sulfuric acid evolved as an evolutionary defense mechanism to discourage fauna from eating the leaves of the ribbon plant. When harvesting the plant, the core must not be compromised in order to avoid creating an exothermic chemical reaction. Curious, if we slash it, will we cause an exothermic chemical reaction? Wouldn't that potentially, depending how safe that is, make it where maybe we have a source of heat or something like that? So we're talking about how we had survived in Byzantus 5 before, and we have a battery in titanium, and we got a scanner. There we go. Access to a greater tool set. I'm assuming Altera left behind tech that I can scan for blueprints that should make surviving and exploring out here a bit easier. I'm here for you. It can't hurt to do a little research on the side. Okay, so obviously researcher. Let's go ahead and play the 4th one.
Hey, Robin. I'm sorry my last message was so awful. I've been under a lot of stress. I'm not sure what's going on with anything. I can't really talk about it either.
This is fast.
And I'm definitely not dating anyone on this water planet. Don't know what I was thinking there. Have I told you how cold it is here? Get this. I can't even get my wash and go dry before the wind freezes the moisturizer in my hair. Wild, right? Well, anyway, I'm sure you're mad at me after what I said, but I could really use a friend. You're my sister. I love you.
Oh, I'm not
I'm
mad.
sorry
I mean, maybe my character was mad, but I mean, we're definitely not mad now. I mean, we came for our sister, right? If anything, we're just worried. Let's go in and mark up the last of her messages.
Hey, Robin. I really need someone to know. I'm afraid something terrible is gonna happen. You were completely right about Altera, okay? You were right. I was wrong. The cat should be called Potato. I admit it. Sorry. Bad attempt at a joke. I
like
don't know what to
Potato.
do. I guess I should just come out and say it at this point. I've said this much already. We found a frozen Leviathan that's infected with Kara. Altera thinks they can use it for something. Weapons, experimental treatments, a whole range of things. But one end of the range is ugly, dangerous, but profitable, of course. What if it gets out while we're messing around with it? Or worse, what if it ends up a bioweapon in the wrong hands? I hope I'm overreacting, but I don't think I am. Anyway, message me back, please. Could really use a friend. You're my sister. I love you.
Well, that's not promising. So, I mean, obviously in Subnautica 1, we encountered Kara, I suppose, and it was intimately life-threatening, right? We were seeing changes in our body, all kinds of stuff was happening. But in this case, I mean, it's almost like Altera, they know about this place, they know about the bacterium, and they want to study and use it. So I didn't really catch that angle when we were trying to survive before, but I mean, I guess I can see that they definitely seem to be profit above all, right? The transgovs, when we looked at the charters in Subnautica 1, were very much like, if you're rich enough, then you can join the club, or at least get into the club. And if you own one of your own phase gates, if you etc, 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 then you can live forever, have immortality. And that's somewhat unnerving, I would imagine. Ooh, hello. Sea glide, like it. We know the way. I am noticing things are scanning very quickly, and I noticed when I moused over that deposit, it said chance for copper. So that was kind of cool. It gave us, look at that, chance for lead. Look at that. That's something. Right now we're at 42. We're just sort of scanning as much as we possibly can, and then we'll catch up on the reading. So obviously you want to make a flashlight. That'll be fantastic. We definitely have enough quartz, I would imagine.
30 seconds of oxygen remaining.
Okay, 30 seconds of oxygen. Fair enough. And we probably do want to build more batteries, just because we don't have a charger or anything like that. And it looks like we're able to find one part of one sea glide fragment. So that should be amazing for maneuverability in the future. So what do we got here? Water, for sure, needed. Excellent. Food. Well, actually, if we hang on to the fish themselves, it's not going to decay as quickly. Decomposing minus H2. That's not nice, but I feel bad wasting it. So let's get water, water, water.
Stabilizing.
Old bullseye shroom piece. Edible. Ribbon plants. And everything else looks fine. Okay. So fiber mesh. Let's get a wiring kit if possible. I'd like to get the compass. That would be very helpful. So we'll do the copper wire. That's double copper for it. I'm assuming this is silver. Yeah, silver times 2. We get glass from quartz. And we can make ourselves a flashlight. That's fantastic. Makes a huge difference. There we go. Shut that off. And we can also unpin this guy. The air bladder would be nice. I mean, I suppose it's not difficult to make. So actually, what's up with the other memos and stuff? I noticed this is like preloaded, yeah? The future of Xenoworks from Jax Isis. Subject: the future of Xenoworks. Hey there, Xenoworkers. I know there's been lots of rumors circulating So I just want to clear some stuff up in the spirit of openness and transparency, which you know means a lot to us all here. First of all, no, Altera did not buy us. We're still ZenaWorks. We're not going to move offices, start having some kind of hierarchical structure, or even like making you show up on site or anything like that. Although you should for the snacks alone. We're still the scrappy agile research first startup you all signed on to. So what does this controlling stake stuff mean? Well, I guess the most direct way to put it is it means more. More equipment, more research, more risk, more experimentation, more of everything that makes us great. And most of all, more cash. For you and your research. And yes, snacks. Lena will be in touch pretty soon about exchanging her old gen ZenaWorks PDAs for snazzy new Altera upgrades and to help you get comfy with some really minor policy changes that are going to help us keep everything running nice and smooth going forward. So yeah, congratulations everyone. We did this together, now we're going to be able to do so much more. Cheers. Isis Jax, Communication Specialist, ZenaWorks. So obviously very well spun. That is definitely like a corporation. Okay, and then we've got all of these things to be scanned. Galena outcropping for lead and titanium. Limestone for titanium and copper. Unusual geological structures often form around titanium and copper deposits and are distinct to this planet. Closer analyses reveals the stone around the metal has been hardened against erosion, but the mechanism remains unknown. And then we get indigenous life forms. So herbivores, Arctic peeper. So this is the one that looks the most different, right? A fast prey fish camouflaged against the ice. Like the common peeper, it is fast and relatively intelligent, allowing it to survive in large numbers. Researcher notes don't like the auto-generated name, suggest Iceclops. That's actually not bad. It does have like a Cyclops type thing, but Iceclops, I like it. Edible, yes. Bladderfish. This unusual herbivore appears to be mostly defenseless and bears little resemblance to the other life forms around it. Semi-permeable bladder. The bladderfish is able to filter air and seawater into its body cavity through a unique membrane which surrounds its spine like a bladder. This allows it to remove and consume organic particulate caught on the way and adjust its buoyancy. Open-ended vascular tubing can be angled and contracted to pump out water and achieve low-velocity guided propulsion. Largely oblivious to threats and practically immobile at night, its only identified defense mechanism is that it's composed almost entirely of water, air, and cartilage. Is that really a defense mechanism? Assessment: edible oxygen may be retrieved from the bladder and added to tanks on consumption. Membrane has application as a natural water filter. Hoopfish. Small school mentality prey fish with a unique method of propulsion and a distant relative of the bladderfish. Antennae. Rather than swimming, this life form uses the fine green antennae which encircle its body to alter the composition of the water in front of it, allowing it to sail into the low density space created. Oh wow, that's fancy. Purple-green coloration. Maybe a camouflage adaptation for mid-range light wavelengths, possibly indicating the hoopfish is more active at dawn and dusk. So one thing I did notice before when it came to the standard peeper is that at certain times it would shut its eye and it would sort of drift there and sleep, it looked like. They're very easy to catch, but other times they were more agile, more difficult to get. So I'm curious if this follows sort of a similar pattern. Obviously there were hoopfish in the other game, but I never really paid too much attention to it versus like the peeper or the bladderfish. While schools of hoopfish will form periodically and evade predators en masse, this behavior is more social than it is defensive, and lone hoopfish are often found hunting for food and displaying generally curious behavior. Oh, they sound cute. And then last but not least, we've got a whole bunch of plants. We'll just kind of click through, and if something shows up like it has a use, then we'll go ahead and look in a little bit more. Grass-like species, shallow water. If one branch dies or is destroyed, the other branch's chambers will utilize the nutrients left behind. A new chamber will grow in the empty space. Oh, double lung plant. And they have something similar. If one branch dies or is destroyed, the other branch's chambers will utilize the nutrients left behind. Coral bridge, formed by rapidly growing coral polyps that exhibit thigmotropism. I don't know what that is. Which causes growth in response to stimuli or when touching a solid object. Oh, coral bridges grow in thick twisted patterns that anchor onto rocks or with a coral. So if I smack it with a knife, is it going to grow? That would be, I don't think it'll do that, at least from a programming standpoint. Bullseye shrooms, harvestable and plantable. So this is good to know. Bullseye shrooms are harvestable fungi found growing near coral bridges. The mushrooms are noteworthy for their thick, meaty caps. These caps manage to produce a small amount of chlorophyll, which makes it capable of some photosynthesis. But the mushroom still gets most of its nutrients from dead matter in the seafloor. So I wonder what its use is. Like, is it used in construction? Twisted mandrake, temperate coral zones. So probably more of an indicator than anything else. And then last but not least, we've got vehicles, mobile vehicle bay, sea glide, habitats, all this stuff. We'll have to look at those a little bit later. And let us go. We actually caught up here. So we can actually grab these, right? Okay. And these are the things that we could eat, I believe, was decaying. Food and water. Oh, that's nice. I mean, I'm all about that. That's great. Well, okay. So crystallized sulfur will let us build a repair tool. A bladderfish will let us complete... Aha, there we go. Our safety device. So we might as well build these things. After all, we're going to start with all the tools that we can so that we have access to them. And we're going to put this into spot number 5.
If you are tired of hearing the word oxygen, the air bladder provides a significant upward thrust to help you get to air faster.
Excellent. That is very, very nice to hear. So we got the 5. We'll add this to 4. Excellent. Oh my god, don't light that in here. What I will do, though, is now unpin that compass. So we need silver. Haven't seen anything for silver yet. And then we got the med kit on fiber mesh. So definitely want to make a few of these. Oh, hello, penglings. Hi. Can we... Oh, yes. Pengwing. That's different from Ling. Oh my gosh. So maybe the penglings are like land versions or something, and the wings, they float around. So this is the coral bridge, I believe, right? So if we do this... No, that's not the coral bridge. Chance of copper. We'll take it. And we got to keep an eye out for another... Whoops. That's the flare. Got to keep an eye out for another piece. This looks good. Sea glide. And one more. So we're at 2 out of 3.
30 seconds of oxygen remaining.
Wow, that is rapid in comparison. Holy moly, that is amazing. That is excellent. Well, we need one more piece of a sea glide, or get one more fragment. And I keep hitting 4 because I put the flare where I normally have the sea glide. That looks like it's another piece. This is the coral bridge, but I'm not seeing it grow or anything. They probably mean just in general, not from instantaneous reaction. So obviously there's sea monkeys out here. There are more of the bullseye shrooms. We have all the bridges. So we're kind of just wandering around this area around our pod. But I'm already hearing maybe predators or leviathans in the distance. Perhaps they're more like whales or something like that. This looks... Oh, it's just here? I mean, interesting. They're just sort of embedded in here. That's kind of odd. Galena. Man, I really like wandering around. So probably don't want to be up here yet, but there we pick up snow. Well, am I full? I am full. That's why I can't pick up more snow. Okay. I thought maybe I could scan it, but that's not the case. Well, we currently have to store more things, so we better go back. We do have storage in our little pod. We don't have anything for the habitat builder or anything like that, so it's not like we can extend on the base as is. So I think the first order of business is to try to find that third fragment. If we can do that, that's going to really aid in our mobility. Now, mind you, I'm just going off of stuff that I have experience from the first game. This looks different, like it's silver or something. No chance of copper. We need 2 silver in order to make the wiring kit, yeah? 33. Well, we're almost back at the base. The only thing that I've seen that's sort of been aggressive, so to speak, is the sea monkey, where they kind of went to us instead of the other way around. A lot of copper, excellent. A lot of titanium, excellent. And the snowball, we can actually add it to throw it, I assume. We'll go ahead and pop these away, and then we can keep the Arctic Peepers for later. I guess we'll keep one on us. And I would like to make a med kit if possible. That would be great. And we'll put the copper wire, the lubricant, we'll keep that all on out. And we'll get the ribbon plants and put those out as well. Okay, excellent. But in the meantime, I guess we should probably get more bladderfish. Just because water is a thing. So we'll nab maybe 3 of them if possible. Fortunately, they seem relatively abundant and docile. And we're going to avoid the Arctic Peeper because we kind of have 2 already, and I don't want to, you know, I don't want to overfarm them. No point in it. Keep thinking that's going to be something, but negative. Might as well get another one since it's here. I love how they're translucent. All right, excellent. So let's go ahead and turn these into water. So we'll be able to get 4 water, drink a couple, and then we'll be able to eat some of the peepers as well. So we'll go ahead and cook one of them. We're just going to cook one at a time as opposed to, you know, cooking them all. We don't have any salt to cure or anything like that. Which, by the way, yeah, it does take salt in order to do it. So let's pull back. We'll drink water, drink 2. And then we'll go ahead and cook one of the peepers. And we'll just kind of hang on to the other one. And eat that. There we go. So right now what we're going to look for, we're going to go ahead and get more of the creep vine samples. We're probably going to want to get maybe like 4 of them. But I'll be perfectly honest, I do forget which direction they are in. Seemed like they were a little more sparsely grouped out here. There are those like purple potato plants. Lead. Copper potentially. This looks a little bit deeper already. Oh, there we go. There's the 3rd one. High five. There it is. Let's go in and surface. God, that is so fast. I feel like that's way faster than the other one that we had. So let's go ahead and do a quick blueprint check. Sea glide. Excellent. Absolutely we can make this. Copper wire, we've got in spades. As far as the battery goes, we've got it. Lubricant, we've got it. So this is all great. Because we've got our plants. Oh my gosh, that looks so translucent or bioluminescent or something. I wonder what that is. Okay, there's our base. There's our base. They're like little torpedoes. Or... oh, I guess he ate without opening his beak. The animation's a little quirky. All right, let's do it. So we're gonna need 2 ribbon plants this time, and we're gonna need 2 copper ore for the wire. And oh, actually, we already have the copper wire, and then we also have the lubricant. So we need to make a battery first, and that's gonna be through the copper. And then now we shall create our sea glide. High five.
The Sea Glide is a personal transportation device used for high-speed free diving. Contains a built-in light and map.
How I missed thee. I always hit 4 and I always go to it. Now I never use the map, but I'm going to try it this time every once in a while because some of the bunnies pointed out, hey, the map's actually really useful. And I just got confused with it more than anything else. It's not that I didn't think it would be useful, but oh yes, that makes a big difference. Okay, so right now we got to get to the creep vine. We're going to go in and get some samples. We still don't have our compass because we need silver ore and we don't know where to get it yet, but maybe we'll start to establish some landmarks soon enough. But look at how rapidly we can progress now. This is fantastic. There's creep vine. pretty far out there. I think this is where we encountered the sea monkey the first time.
All Terra supply cache nearby.
Huh? Supply cache. Oh. Wonder if it's like above water, below water. Well, first, pop. Apparently we didn't scan the creep vine at the time. There we go. And I guess, you know what? Let's go back immediately because these rot, right? We'll just get as much as we can. Oh, whoops. That's all right. And we're going to head right on back. So we just got to find... There we go. And then we'll actually turn this into fiber mesh immediately, right? Just so that, you know, we're going to need it. It definitely seems like it's part of suits and things like that. So maybe we can make a cold suit and that would be awesome. Apparently there's a supply cache out there. If we can find a beacon, I will definitely be carrying beacons more often. I'm going to try and use more of the tools because I have to admit was a little bit originally I was a bit intimidated. There were so many things going on that I didn't really have much time to think. So I'm very happy to be here and actually be able to kind of absorb things a little more readily, right? So we've got fiber mesh. It's going to take 2 to make 1. And we can turn the fiber mesh into med kit. So that's going to be huge. I'd like to carry 2 if possible. And now we can make med kits. There we go. So first aid kit 1. First aid kit 2. And then I think I'll just put aside the other ones here. Yeah. So let's go with 1 med kit. We'll put aside 1 fiber mesh. And then I suppose we shall eat the creep vine before it goes bad. All right, great. Turn off the light. We'll go ahead and adjust our blueprints. So first aid kit down. And then now we've got our research. So carnivores. Oh, okay. Oh, Pengling. Oh, wow, look at his mouth. Bird-like creature hunts small fish below the water. Huddles in packs on the ice above. Consumes small prey fish and regurgitates them for its young. Retractable tail and claws allow for fast evasion of predators underwater and maximum grip on the ice. When I was in elementary school, my favorite animal, period, was the penguin. So I had, when I was a kid, even all the way back to before, actually like preschoolish time, I mean, I had a little stuffed penguin no matter what, and I named him Porcasife. You're probably wondering why. I have no idea. My mom doesn't even know why, but I named him Porcasife. Maybe it's what I could say. But I loved penguins. They were my favorite. It got to a point where even in 4th or 5th grade, my teacher actually told me, you know what? We need you to do a book report, but it can't be about penguins. So that was my animal of choice. So I'm really excited about this because they're like little penguin-like creatures, right? Retractable tail and claws allow for fast evasion of predators underwater and maximum grip on the ice. Sharp teeth concealed inside the beak can tear chunks out of aggressors and prey alike. Huddles in packs on the surface for protection against the cold. Less cuddly than they look, probably because of this gouging that can occur. Creep vine, a kelp species concentrated in large forests in shallow sandy waters. Loose roots anchor the plant to the sea floor, from where it grows steadily toward the surface in pursuit of sunlight. The stem is fibrous and rich in iron, making it both a viable base material for fabrication of textiles, as well as a basic foodstuff. Vital alien resource, edible construction applications. So all excellent. I love it. We're making good progress in our research. And now we can get on out there. It's nighttime, so you can see already the hoopfish are now almost completely still. They did say dawn or dusk when they're active. It's kind of funny looking because they've got their... Oh, there we go. It automatically added it. That's awesome. I didn't even notice. I just heard the notification and that was it. All right, so forgot we've got our light. Oh, so much better, the warmer glow. There are the sea monkeys. So if we toggle... please, leave me alone. I guess we can... They're supposed to be nabbing thieves. Creature egg. Wow, look at him glow. All right, lights. Ooh, salt. Excellent. We need it for curing.
Warning. 30 seconds of oxygen remaining.
That's okay. That's okay. Nab it. Oh my gosh. Here's the thing. Oh my gosh. Can we? Okay, we can surface. We can surface. Wow. God, that is so rapid. Look at this. A lot of boxes. Items. A lot of water. Nutrient blocks. Flares. Med kit. Scanning. Mineral detector fragments. Uh-oh. Oh, I got inside the box? Holy moly. I didn't know I could fit.
New blueprint synthesized. Warning. 30 seconds of oxygen remaining.
Whew. So, I'm going to keep the flashlight out if I can. Looks like things a little deeper here. Curious what he could steal from me. I don't really have a lot right now. Oh, wow. It just happens to have Samantha here. Ooh, can we grab this?
Use
Yes.
to mark traverse territory.
Nice.
Show or hide the signals of your choice with your Xenoworks PDA.
That is
Now
awesome.
with surface support.
I'm so cautious of the sea monkeys just because I don't want them to steal what we've built. Oh, hello. Oh, wow. Already? Obviously, we should probably go up.
Oxygen.
See, I can't get too used to that because I'll be using it to get myself out of danger, too reliant upon it. Ooh, Arginite silver ore. Excellent. We need this for the wiring, for the compass. That's going to be great. Nutrient blocks. We should probably keep looking. So either because I've played Subnautica,
Warning. 30 seconds of oxygen remaining.
understanding of the systems that are in play is better, and so therefore making more rapid progress, or they've just really focused a lot into the very beginning. I don't know what the necessarily if one or the other is more responsible, but I do feel like I'm making like significant progress compared to, you know, in Subnautica 1. So this looks like kind of it reminds me of when I found the jelly shroom cave. Not that that's what this is. Kelp root. I'm noticing sort of like a bulbous growth down there. Wow. Oh, is that crash fish?
30 seconds of oxygen remaining.
That's fine. To get the scan, I'll take it. Oh, he probably has sulfur though. One sec. Crystalline. Oh, that's crystalline sulfur. Okay.
Oxygen.
Wow, that is rapid. That is incredible. That is something else. Well, crystalline sulfur, didn't expect to find it already. We can make a repair tool. That is great. We're gonna need a little bit more silicon rubber. Go crashy. Not just standard sulfur. Oh, that's pretty. Radiant sieve coral. It's almost magical. Oh, hello. Sea monkey nest. They usually say that sometimes there's stuff there. Oh, look at these fragments. Oh my gosh. So you find a sea monkey nest, you're probably going to find a fragment, I suppose. Oxygen plants. That is amazing. Replenish. Wow. That's crazy. Spinner fish. It's cute. It's so round. What's this guy?
New creature
Root
discovered.
pustule. My guess is that
Warning. 30
this is kind of your
seconds
way of
oxygen
staying
remaining.
down, you know? So they give you a mechanic already to stay down longer. Maybe it's potentially gold. Calaverite outcrop. Chance of gold. Ooh, they don't seem to like us here. Yoink. Got some gold. Little spinnerfish.
Warning. 30 seconds
They're
of
so
oxygen
cute.
remaining.
Okay, we need oxygen. Drive-by oxygen. Hey, guy. Oh, no. Did you hurt that guy? My, oh, my. Chance of silver. There we go. Chance of gold. Titanium. Gold. Excellent. Okay, you know what? We should probably return. I bet we're pretty full.
Warning.
Yeah, we're
30
completely
seconds of
full.
oxygen remaining.
All right, we're moving. This is probably not the right way, but oxygen. That's the right way just because it's oxygen. What a populated area. Up we go. All right, let's get back. We got a lot to drop off, yeah, and we've got a lot to read about. There are those sea monkeys. Still don't know what to think about them. I don't think they've stolen anything from me yet, but it kind of looks like maybe they don't steal stuff so much as they... Oh yeah, this is probably the titanium that we can't pick up. Maybe they don't steal stuff so much as they pick up things that interest them. That will definitely interest us as well. So maybe that's like what the sea monkey nest is all about. This is cool. This definitely seems like the apartment complex of 4546B where everyone's in close quarters and there's many different people all clustered together and they're all trying to live their lives in some type of like street side apartment. That is one dense place down there, but good to see. It makes me think I probably should have dropped the beacon, but we'll come back to it. We'll come back to it. We have the beacon, so that's a good plus, yeah. So first things first, we probably want some water. We'll get the standard filtered water from the bladderfish. We'll go ahead and cook us up an Arctic peeper. So we'll do the... Actually, cooked spinnerfish may turn your stomach. Oh, because it's going to turn. Haha. Against all odds, it tastes like a popular brand of Alterra orange juice, cold and salty. Well, if maybe we know the peepers are usually pretty good for nutrients. I'd like to compare against the freshly cooked spinnerfish. So here's the peeper, 32, 23, but 3. So we'll take it. We'll take it. We got creature eggs. We got a beacon. We've got salt. That one is cured, so we don't have to worry too much about it. We've got, let's see, we need silicon rubber. Okay. I don't think we have what we need for the silicon rubber, so we're going to have to deposit some things. We probably want to make one of the floatable storage lockers as well now. Not the hugest fan of them, but ooh, mineral detector. Yes, please. Absolutely. Mobile vehicle bay, waterproof locker. There it is. And the beacon. I'd like to make a few if possible. So, God, we got a long laundry list here, right? So, for this, going to take titanium. So, it'll be 4. So, we'll go ahead and make... Oh, we'll make our wiring kit with a silver. We can use double copper. Probably turn off the light here. You can hear the rain. It reminds me of living in England. But it's odd because we don't have any of the drop pod exposed, yeah? Maybe it's close enough to the surface and we are. All right, let's go ahead and craft up our compass. That's going to be huge. There it is. And we can go ahead and take the blueprint and we'll drop off a compass. We're making serious progress. For the mineral detector, I guess we no longer have any of the ribbon plants, right? We do have the crystalline sulfur, so we can make our repair tool, but we're going to need a little bit more. 1, 2, 3, 4. Okay, so let's go ahead and make the container, and we'll pop it outside. Excellent. So just right near the entrance. So pop that out. I remember you. And we'll go You'll hold the titanium, and you'll hold... I mean, I don't know. I guess not the creature eggs. Right now, titanium, because it's in such abundance, right? So we'll grab all this titanium, and we'll toss that all in there. It's probably going to fill it up very, very quickly. Waterproof locker is not empty. Yep. There we go. All titanium here. See if we can't fit everything else in there. Root pustules, the creature eggs, some nutrient blocks as a backup, a med kit, and everything is looking, yeah, pretty good, actually. It's totally fine. So one thing I'd like to do is go out and we're going to go in and get more of the creepvine, but not the creepvine, but the creepvine seeds or clusters. I believe it's in this direction. We have one beacon, so we can at least place that down, yeah? Copper and titanium. I should have built a few more. Oh, look at this. Excellent. This is south-southwest. And we're looking for the seeds. These might be younger. Creepvine. Ah. Seed cluster. I wonder if it's only on mature ones, yeah? I guess if they're like reproductive. There we go. Okay, let's go back. So, silicon rubber, definitely going to be useful. Well, we can probably just turn all of these into silicon rubber. Maybe hold on to one seed in case we need to plant creepvine ourselves. Because I think these will not deteriorate. They're very large seeds. Losing oxygen. There we go. So first things first, save the power. We're going to go ahead and create silicon rubber. And we'll make a couple of more. We'll make some lubricant as well. Make 2. You never know. And silicon rubber. Oh, wow. We're making a lot. Lubricant. How about that? 3 lubricant, all the rest silicon. There we go. Perfect. So, yes, we made quite a bit. So, we'll put the lubricant away. We'll keep 1 of the silicon rubber. And now we need the copper wire. So, 1, 2. We need our copper. We need 2 balloon plants. Oh, and then I was actually looking at the wrong one. We're trying to do the repair tool. And then a little bit of titanium, which we can just pop here. Oh, hello. Yoink. And this is going to be a repair tool. Haven't really found things to repair yet, but if we're going to be exploring, I would imagine we're going to need it. So here we go. Tools, repair tool. Excellent. So now that is with us. Although I wonder if usually they'll say something if you have it out, right? There we go. Zap. Okay, well, I guess they didn't, but that's all right. Flashlight. Get that turned off. And now we can unpin it just like so. So this mineral detector or whatnot seems very useful. So titanium and copper. I'd like to build maybe 3 more beacons. That way we're carrying 4 on us. Yeah. So we'll go 1, 2, 3. And then we'll have, we already have 1 beacon. All we need are 3 more. That'll bring us up to our desired 4. And that's at the bottom. There we go. So 1. They're cute. They look like sea glides, kind of, or some type of cute little rocket alarm clock. Excellent. So let's hold and we'll clean up the blueprints. So we'll uncheck this one. We'll uncheck the waterproof locker and we're going to uncheck the air pipe. And then we're just going to focus on the mineral stuffs, right? We'll drop off any excess copper wire. There we go. Not too sure why I would want the snowball. I guess we'll hang on to it in case we've got to melt it or something like that. This looks fine. I think we'll hang on to like a couple of flares just for the cold resistance, I suppose. And now we would like to go ahead and get some more balloon plants. Just gotta look for balloon plants. Fortunately, they didn't seem like they were too far away. Perfect. So we got 1. We have 2. That's needed for 1 battery. 3. We're cruising. There we go. They're like little alcoves. 4. We want even numbers. 5. Ideally, one more. There we go. 6. We'll leave that one. Okay, excellent. So we're going to be able to make 3 batteries here. Haven't seen any other applications for these batteries, but doesn't mean that it won't come with time. Going to need, I think it was copper. So here we go. We've got battery 1, battery 2, and battery 3. Because we don't have a charger yet. I got to remember that. There we go. And we're going to need 2 copper in order to make the wire, but we already have the wire. We need the silicon rubber. We already have that. And we need 1 titanium to finish the mineral tool. And there we go. So I didn't mean to just mark it as W. We'll just say HBFT's locker. There we go. Okay, perfect. Well, here we go. Let's go to make this tool. I've never seen this tool before. The mineral detector. Proximity detector used to locate materials, fragments, and other items with identifiable signatures. That sounds very useful, but also I would imagine that...
The mineral detector can sniff out raw materials, potentially saving you hundreds of hours of searching.
We'll have to see how that goes. If I'm perfectly honest, I don't know how I feel about it. I know that sounds silly because it's kind of like, well, I mean, wouldn't you rather be able to, let's say, find things a little faster? I mean, that's very true, but I don't know. I'll have to see. Something inside makes me think kind of wandering around until I get the scanner room. Maybe there is no scanner room in this game. I have no idea, but that almost seems like that's a huge power curve bump, if that makes any sense, you know? Like you will know where the fragments are. You won't miss them by accident. And maybe that just means less frustration for the bunnies that are watching. So I guess I'm okay with it, but I don't know. It just seems strange. That's all. Wish I had it before, but also I'm glad I didn't, you know? Okay, so we got our scanner. We're going to switch over to the mineral detector. We've got the batteries and galena outcropping is close by chance of lead. Okay. Well, let's see. We've got food and water. Cured Arctic peeper. We've got the block. And then water. I guess we'll take the disinfected water. We haven't seen... The disinfected water is what we picked up, but we don't see a recipe for bleach yet. If there is one. And in the meantime, we can go ahead and locate a peeper, and maybe we'll like cure a few. Yeah, the hoopfish. Maybe the hoopfish, since it's their time to sleep. And then we also need more water, so we'll get the bladderfish. They seem very docile as well. And here are Arctic peepers. Oh, no, they're not. All right, well, hoopfish it is. Still useful. Okay, so water up.
Alterra beacon signature detected. Unique identifier. Delta Station dock.
How are they detecting this? Is it because of my
Delta Station. This is the place Lil mentioned in her message.
Huh. It's odd because when we had the radio, like we don't have a radio here. And I would say that previously it's kind of like a radio message comes in, go and check this out. I guess it's kind of similar, but our PDA is really powerful. I wonder how they're detecting it. Like, is there a satellite going around checking things, or I don't quite understand the logic. Well, I'm glad that we have a mainline thing to follow. We'll go in and eat. I guess we'll eat the peeper, and we'll drop off a couple of these. There we go. And we'll drop off a disinfected water. We'll hang on to the filtered, and we'll drop off some of this, a couple of the batteries. I think we are good. We're good. We've got our beacons and everything. Yeah. All right, let's do it. So we can actually explore a little more readily now. Let's just unpin here. We have a lot to read about as well, but I know we're kind of getting shorter on time. Delta Station dock already. So before we do that, I kind of want to mark up. So I remember it was south-southwest, but I want to mark up the creep vine if possible. I know that, well, actually, no. That might get a little bit cluttered. Look at the blue in the distance. What is that? Is that the cache? This one looks... Is this really the cache? It looks different. It is. What is that? Well, do we have the scanner? My bad. Running out of spots here. Huh. What is this? I have no clue. Oh, I guess we saw this before, but pick up jukebox disc. What? Oh yeah, there's all these things. Light stick fragments.
Oxygen.
Oh wow, that was close. All right, go down. Light stick fragments. A light stick. Okay. Very cool. Jukebox. Some salt. I mean, what I could do... Oh, is that a data box already? Oh my god. We have a data box? Holy moly. And what is this? That looks like a fancy thing. Charger, no? I didn't see anything appear from the data box. A desk? Okay. So definitely gonna have a habitat builder of some kind, I would imagine. Light sticks, more creature eggs. I don't know if there's any value to marking this location, but it's like a big robotic arm. You'd think maybe that's coming from... Whoa. Maybe that's coming from
Oxygen.
the... Uh-oh. Wow, what the heck is that? Did anyone see that? Wow. What is this? Frost anemone. Heart. Wow. Wild. I guess we'll get a couple of frost anemone hearts. That, what is that? That's a fish. The Titan hole fish. Can we play sports and shoot something through the middle? Can I swim through? Replenish oxygen. Oh, little guy. Okay, I definitely got to read about this. That's crazy. And what is all this? So I'm totally getting distracted. Like, what are these? Little discs? Oh, are they kind of similar to the Pathfinder tool that I never used? Where you can put down an arrow for people to find things? Oh, there we go. Pathfinder tool.
Warning. 30 seconds of oxygen remaining.
All right. Off we go. 21. It is a Pathfinder tool. Wow. So you can actually put arrows? Wow. Okay, so obviously I didn't do that when I was playing Subnautica. Oh, look at these little guys. Symbiote. Guessing like shark and remora. We can grab them. Oh my. Oh, I'm sorry, guy. Well, whoops. I don't know what... Can I... Okay. Okay. I don't know what the purpose of that is. I didn't mean to grab him. I mean, I did, but you know what I mean. I didn't mean to grab it, but I didn't understand the significance of it all. At least they're not going to attack me, yeah? So those are frost anemones, huh? So part of me wants to put down some
Warning.
kind of...
30 seconds of oxygen remaining.
Can I get oxygen? Thank you. Look at his face. Part of me wants to put down a beacon, but at the same time, there isn't something that I want to repeat coming back here for. You know what I mean? I guess for Creepvine, potentially? Maybe? Redwort, violet bow. Got boomerang fish. Actually, did we scan the boomerang fish? I don't think so. There we go. No, we didn't. There we go. The thing that I'd want to keep an eye out for is like the sea monkey cave or something. That's pretty cool. I like how you get a break in the ice and then you get a little bit of
30
light.
seconds of oxygen
Oh my gosh.
remaining.
Yeah, I can't wait till I get a higher O2, like a larger O2 tank. Okay, so this is what we're going to do. We're going to stop by and we're going to read a little bit, right? Because there's probably things that I'm missing out on, and we just have new blueprints, a data box, all kinds of stuff, right? So let's head on back. Doesn't make sense to overextend when we have so many advancements in understanding, right? Or potential for advancements in understanding. It's a cute little world. It's a cute little world. And I thought that there wasn't much in the way of creep vine. And then look at this place. There's so much. I missed so much. And that's Delta Station. Okay, there's sea monkeys out here. Well, if we find that, like, sea monkey home entrance, then I should probably, maybe it's here, something like that. I might drop something and just say entrance down, right? We'll drop a beacon and I'll just say entrance go down, which just means we're gonna look at it later, right? And let's get on up, hold, and we go back down. Okay, so there's a life pod right on the other side of bottom of an ice flow. Here's the thing, we haven't even gone on the top yet, but to be fair, we don't have a cold suit, so it's not like we can readily just explore everywhere. I'm hearing some type of roar again. Maybe it's up above on the ice. We're skimming along on the bottom. We can deposit a little bit of titanium. So there we go. And in. All right. So we got a lot to read about. I bet it's going to be nuts. So let's just go ahead and equalize. We've got more blocks. We've got old frost anemone hearts. Okay. So before we do any of that, Pathfinder tool, we'll mark that up. Light stick, deployable lighting. Okay. We got air bladder. Equipment. I don't see any sort of adjustments here. Mobile vehicle bay, but we need one more. And then everything else seems to be the same. Okay, so let's go ahead and take a look at our data banks here. So logs and communications. Delivery status report.
Ah, jeez. These sea monkeys are gonna get me in trouble. This is the third shipment that those buggers have gotten their weird little hands into. Now we're running low on flares, and I'm gonna have to search nearby nests for stolen cargo. They're lucky they're kinda cute. Raccoons of the sea, those ones.
Okay, so maybe they don't take from us, but they take from, like, emergency caches, and then we go to them to go and find the stuff, right? And interesting that we just come across Samantha's conversation, yeah?
I'm telling you, Sammy, you see some weird things when you spend half your day in a sea truck.
More vandalism? Was it the sea monkeys again?
I don't think so. I can't shake the feeling this planet is cursed.
There's no such thing as a curse.
Yeah, you're probably right. That's nothing. You wouldn't want to hear about it anyway. Just a huge creature frozen in ice.
What? Where?
In a cave, not far from your lab. And here's the extra weird part. As soon as I called it in, they closed off the area. Don't want anyone going in there.
But why?
Sammy, I'm no biologist, but I think there was something wrong with it. Its skin just seemed off. Alien.
An alien on planet 4546b. No.
I'm serious, Sam. Something ain't right. Wish I could show you, but I can't get back in there.
You can't. But I might know how to.
Whatever you're thinking, we never had this conversation.
I might know how to? Huh. So obviously we want to make the Pathfinder tool. We need more creep vine seeds. So that sounds like it'd be really helpful. So our beacon is here. There's creep vine right there. So that's helpful. Sort of the more adult ones. Ah, okay. So this is the entrance to this network down here, it seems. Yep, it is. It is. This is the sea monkey area down below. We're kind of looking for the more mature ones for... What is this? That looks predatorial. with wings or something. Scanning. Brute shark. Come on.
Warning. 30 seconds of oxygen remaining.
Okay. Okay. All right. Yep. Okay. Just speed. Oh, what is this? Electricity. It's like a cage. Oh, like a diving cage? Wow. So definitely want a beacon here, yeah. And we already have this built. So our temperature is now ticked over. Coffee. Flares for cold resistance. What's the little one? They're not gonna... I'm sorry, I really want to scan you. Is that all right? What are you? Where are you? Where'd he go? There he is. Pengling. There we go. He's like a baby. Not a penguin. Oh my god. Hi. I don't want to pick him up. No. Not when. Maybe later. Maybe later. But that's so cute. Let's see if we can get in the diving cage for safety, yeah? That's wild. So you jump in here. Okay, so first things first. These penglings, yeah? Fauna. Pengling. Young penguins tend to huddle on dry land awaiting their next meal. Consume almost exclusively fish regurgitated by the adults in the huddle. They stay to the center of the huddle to stay warm and out of the wind. If separated from the huddle, the adults will become agitated and begin searching for their young penguins, so please don't do this. Assessment harmless. So if we pick them up, then it's gonna cause the penguins to try to find their babies. Makes sense. Symbiote. Here we go. This was like the shark and remora thing. A small, fast predator which nests inside the hole.
Weather approaching. Seek shelter.
Okay. Well, let's see if we can't get in this way. Can't scan the cage at all. But what I will do is place a beacon. Maybe we can come back later, yeah? So we'll call this the Pengwing Observation. There we go. And let's head on out. So at least with the entrance... Aha, here we go. 1, 2, 3, and 4. Oh, oops, a little more. So at least with that entrance beacon that we placed down, that's going to be really useful just in marking the entrance to like that underground network where we saw crystallized sulfur and sea monkey nests and things like that. You're going to already see more sea glide fragments out here. I should probably be using that mineral detector. Quartz, limestone chunk. Wow. All in your hand, huh? That's super, super...
Oxygen.
That is super useful. Wow. Oh my god, we launched ourselves in the air. That is such a powerful bladder. Where is the life pod? We totally shot right by. Man, that's so wild. Look at that. Fragments. I'm guessing you follow this little nubbin. We'll have to experiment with that a little bit. That's so cool. All right, so shut that off. Put that down. Okay, so it comes to the creepvine seed cluster. So for the first time, we're going to try to use a Pathfinder tool. That's going to be cool. We need a battery. We had some in here, I believe. Or better yet, yep, there we go. We'll take the partially depleted one, and we shall create ourselves the Pathfinder tool.
The Pathfinder tool emits a sequence of waypoints to mark your route and aid navigation in both terrestrial and aquatic environments.
Heck yes. So, I mean, I guess we could hold on to the clusters because they don't decompose, it seems, right? They take up a lot of space is the thing. So, I mean, I guess silicon rubber will make some more. And then maybe we can hang on to like 2 of them at most. We're gonna have to build a lot more of the little floating lockers. As far as the light stick, I mean, it would be nice to have a light stick, sure. I guess we can make one just because we can. Let's grab quartz so we can make a little glass. So we'll kind of go glass here. And then we got a battery anyway, so perfect. And we can make a deployable light stick, right? So there we go, battery. Excellent. There it is, light stick, deployable lighting. Wow, we've way so many tools right now. Holy moly. So let's go ahead and catch up on all the databank stuff, because I totally lost track of time, bunnies. I mean, I love these games so much. I was a little bit worried maybe I wouldn't like Below Zero, but I'm already digging it. So this is a lot of fun. I wish I could edit this here, right? So Delta Station Dock will mark as red. For the drop pod, will mark as green. For the Pengling observation, will go blue. And then for the entrance, we'll go blue, like that. So main objective and then alternative. So geological data, we'll go top to bottom. Argentite outcrop, silver and titanium, calaverite outcrop, gold and titanium. So everything's like titanium or something else, it seems like. Alien eggs. Evidence suggests that a substantial number, if not all, of the local species reproduce through egg laying. Sounds familiar. Eggs can be found resting on the seafloor, buried beneath detritus, or even wedged into cracks in the rock. Different species likely favor different biomes as their nesting grounds. Eggs discovered in the wild are in some form of natural stasis, likely awaiting ideal conditions in which to hatch, or the delivery of some vital enzyme in which will kickstart the process. It is impossible to calculate the species of the egg from the exterior. However, it may be possible to stimulate a hatching response if an egg is relocated to a suitable alien containment unit. So that, I kind of feel like maybe that's entirely verbatim from the other location, which is fine in the world. Brute shark. So very prehistoric looking, yeah? A common shark-like predator with low intelligence. Its relatively streamlined body enables fast navigation of tight spaces. Yellow turquoise coloration provides camouflage in shallow waters. Slow moving, it ambushes small fish from above. Minor threat. So we did notice the kind of those wings. Really looks like some kind of bomber or something like that. Here's the crash fish. Unusual species. Emergency defense mechanism based on mutually assured destruction. Serious. The sulfur plant has evolved to feed on sulfuric compounds secreted by the crash fish, which makes its nest within its leaves. Stronger, more protective plants provide superior nesting grounds, which in turn provide the plant with more nutrients from larger crash fish. Equip stasis rifle, repulsion cannon, or similar before approaching shallow caves. Oh, well, I mean, or you just take the hit and smack them with a knife. I mean, that's what I tend to do. Sea monkey nest, here we go. Sea monkey nests are large bowl-like structures made of packed sediment and plant matter. The sea monkeys use their wide, flat tails to pack the materials and form the structure of the nest. Sea monkeys are naturally curious creatures, often drawn to metallic materials, which they gather to reinforce the sides of their nests. So, kind of beaver-like, in a way. This guy's so cute. Titan holefish. A large, docile herbivore which emits oxygen and is defended by the small, aggressive symbiotes which accompany them. Slow, stupid, and delicious. Delicious. Valuable oxygen source if you can reach it. Oh, delicious. Complex gills line the inside of the hole, drawing cold water in and emitting warm oxygen-rich water in its place. Attracts symbiotes, which make the holefish their home and fiercely ward off any approaching life form. Migrates more or less at random, feeding from nutrients deposited by the symbiotes. The Titan holefish has evolved entirely beyond basic survival mechanisms like speed, intelligence, or hunting. It exists in a semi-permanent state of unreflective calm. Who wrote this? This is so colored. It's awesome. Swimming forward on impulse, fully trusting the complex ecosystem which supports it. I'm kind of okay. It's just okay existing. Look at its face. It kind of looks like that is the case, yeah. They did a good job with the art. We've got the boomerang fish, serrated teeth, twin fins, active during daylight hours, prone to flee and approach, edible, and the spinnerfish. Okay, so these guys are little cute guys. Bizarre fish with star-like fins, which it spins to generate propulsion. Capable of very high speeds in a straight line. Slow, wide-turning circle. Like other small prey fish, they feed on a variety of seeds and grasses around the seabed. So now, while I like the concept of this, I am very curious how this all works, right? So you've got this little guy that looks like a starfish on its profile, right? But it has eyes, so I'm assuming it's looking in the direction that it's going to move. I probably want to see this slowed down animation-wise, but then it's spinning to get propulsion like some type of water wheel or something like that. Now, do the eyes stay... Do they rotate with the body? Like the whole body is rotating and therefore it's constantly moving its vision like this? Or is it somehow able to keep its eyes on target and spin separate from, you know, its head or whatever? Like if you call it the head, the body slash, you know, the ocular focus, right? I would imagine that you'd probably... It almost looks like it's got like a little intake right here. You know what I mean? So this makes me think it moves on some type of bearing system. I just don't understand it logically, but I'm glad that he's out there. He's so cute. Creepvine seeds. Mature, there we go. Mature creepvine plants that have survived the predation of small herbivores produce these bioluminescent seed clusters, which may be knocked loose by currents or consumed and later deposited by predators. The embryo is surrounded by a thick oil and silicon layer which would disperse into the ground as the outer skin deteriorated. This may provide the seedling with the nutrients it needs to survive the low light conditions on the seabed. Vital alien resource construction applications. We've got frost anemone. These are the ones that we could eat the hearts of. Frost anemone grows on the other side of ice floes and icebergs. The anemone's tendrils are covered in thin stinging hairs that paralyze small fish and plankton that are broken down for nutrients. These tendrils should be trimmed to effectively harvest the edible heart. Carefully harvest for high nutritional value. It was like 19 H2O and something else just for eating it, yeah. Kelp root. Ooh, contrary to its name, the visible aspect of the kelp root is a thick, twisted stem. The root system anchors deep into the rocky walls of the cave. Some kelp roots grow a pustule along that stem, which are formed by the plant slowly ejecting out toxic materials that are absorbed by the extensive root system. Harvestable for resources used in fabrication, but unknown as to what that may be. Oxygen plant. These are so cool. The oxygen plant produces a harvestable reserve of oxygen in its bioluminescent floating bulb. It is hypothesized that this attracts territorial air-breathing fauna, forming a symbiotic relationship that protects the plant from herbivorous fish. Underwater source of breathable oxygen useful in free diving scenarios. Radiant sieve coral. And then equipment, we've got the light stick, mobile battery-powered LED light. Provides low-level lighting in a 360-degree area, can be attached to most surfaces. Oh, that's cool. I didn't realize it'll attach. Mineral detector. Using a complex blend of electromagnetic field transmission and beta decay detection, the mineral detector is capable of identifying nearby resources and approximating distance. Two antennae emit an advanced pattern of waves to detect specific materials for mining. An ultra-bright display visually communicates distance to the target resource. Proximity alarms add an extra layer of information for finite spatial positioning. And then the Pathfinder tool, place nodes to mark your path, retrace your steps with ease. Okay, so we've caught up on all of the entries. I didn't see anything too out of the norm or as expected. So let's see. Let's double check. We have very little space. Very, very little space, but that's okay. We're holding on to these creepvine seed clusters. Makes me want to make another one of those boxes. So what I'm going to do is I'm going to go in and get 4. Just grab 1, 2, 3, and 4. We'll make one more box, and we're going to turn it into an organic storage. So we'll come down here, make another locker, and we'll have 2 lockers out there. We'll go ahead and clear out the blueprints because we've actually built both of these now. And we'll head on out, pop out the locker. Or we'll go boom. This one we can now mark as titanium, at least for now. And then this one, I know it's like upside down. And then this one can be organic, like so. And then we'll try to fit 2 of those. We'll go ahead and grab any of the, let's say like, what's the balloon? Was it balloon plants? No, we don't have any of those. There's root pustules. Surprised they're small. I thought they'd be huge, like the blood oil. Yeah. And that looks fine. So we'll go ahead and just toss that in there. There we go. 1, 2, 3, 4, and 5. And then if we have any titanium remaining, we can throw it in here, but we do not. Okay, perfect. So that leaves us the excess room right here. We do need to drink. We do need to eat. So we'll go drink. We can, you know what? Let's just go ahead and do fresh cook so that we're not using up our long-term reserves. So we'll kind of, actually, I guess I can grab him and then cook him. Pengling. Pengling. There we go. So back we go. You can already see the beacon colors are different. I like that this comes with the built-in solar cells, yes? So cook boomerang. There we go. And we'll do one of the hoop fish as well. Probably more than we can eat, but you know what? That's fine. So we'll go hoop fish, boomerang, and then for the water, we'll go ahead and drink one of the disinfected. And we should probably also get more water. So we're looking for those bladder fishes. Probably fighting, well, not fighting, but competing with the penguins. I'm assuming that they're eating fish. We were talking about the, you know, how they're feeding their young, the penglings. And surprisingly, a little difficult to find the bladder fish right now. There we go. We got one. Speak of the devil. And two. So maybe they're a little bit lower to avoid being captured by the penglings. Or penguins. I'm assuming... They did say that the penguins will actually chew up and regurgitate their fish for the little penglings. So, I mean, they're very kind. They're birds, so I guess it's in line. Let's go in and get that water. I think we have enough for 4. We'll have 4 of the regular filtered water at plus 20, something like that. Maybe it's just flat plus 20. Excellent. And then we'll just store the excess, yeah? So 1, 2, we'll store the nutrient block like so. And we'll store the, we'll hang on to that filtered water. We'll toss out a flare. We'll hang on to the light stick. And we've got our Pathfinder tool, which is at a lower amount. This is kind of interesting. So in the past, when we would craft new tools, it would actually, we could use a depleted battery and it would be at full charge. But I like the fact that we built it with a low storage, or I guess not much power in it, battery. And the Pathfinder tool seems to keep that same level, at least on the surface. So that's actually pretty cool. We get cook boomerang. I mean, I guess we'll hang on to it for what we got. And let's go. So right now, I kind of like to test out this light stick. So we can place it like so, and we can pick it up like so. Does it... It doesn't seem to, you know, lose its... It doesn't drain out, I guess, like LEDs. It's long lasting, yeah. That's pretty cool. And then we got the Pathfinder tool. So if we place one out, what happens? Create a node. There we go. And I assume we can adjust the node in some way. Because I saw there were like arrows and things. No. Can we pick up the disc? Oh, clear node. F. Oh, there we go. Okay. So far they're just like light discs, but I don't know if you can actually change them to be arrows and stuff. Interesting. Well, clear and... Oh, so if I create multiple, and then I say clear nodes, and the arrows naturally point to the next one. Okay, understood. So if I say I want to start here, and I kind of move along this way, and I go again, the next one points to the one before it. I see. So then I want to get out of the cavern, then I hit F, and it clears all of them. Wow, that's handy. My God, that is handy. God, I can't wait for a battery charger. Well, this is exciting. I mean, I kind of feel like let's swing by the Delta Station dock, and then maybe we'll wrap up. I guess since it's the first episode, we can go a little bit longer, yeah. So, penguin observation. God, they're so cute. And I guess we can, at some point, we'll look above. Yes? Look at that. Hoopfish. Definitely have not been out there. It's not that far away. We've got the Pengling Observation Delta Station dock. I assume there's going to be data boxes and things. What is that? I love the color green here. Wow, look at that big hole there. Pengling Observation. Oh, hello. I'm not even using the Sea Glide. So why is this all... Maybe if I repair it? Do you think if I repair this, that'll be useful? So... No, that's not it. There are those predators. Definitely things I have not scanned before. What is that? Oh, that's not my scanner. Okay. Gosh. I wish I had more hotkeys. Moon coral. Alright, move. So we'll ascend. And let's go in and find... There it is. Delta Station dock. Let's move. So I assume, because this is like a main area that we're going to, that this could be potentially dangerous. What is this down here? A lot of fragments, it looks like. Sea truck. Oh! Okay. Yep. Okay. Yep. Alright, buddy. Mobile vehicle number 3. There we go. God, man. They don't want us to have any fun. Isn't that SOS?
That sounds like a distress call.
Transmission of unknown origin. Source of transmission depth calculated at approximately 200 meters.
That's, what the heck is that? I don't... You know what? I'm probably silly, but I want to scan it. What is this? Hydrothermal spire. So I'm going to try to scan it, but I might die in the process. All right. Well, oh my god. Oh boy. Okay, okay. Cryptosuchus. Wow. He definitely subscribes to the if I just gnash my teeth and move in a direction, it's your fault if you get caught. Wow. Well, we found the dock. That's supposedly where Sam was. Chance of copper. Whoa. What are those? Holy moly. Aha! Sea truck. I don't remember how many parts we needed. 2 out of 3. Gosh, we're like 1 away. Trinity Barnacle. Makes me think there's stuff inside, kind of like the reefback leviathans, but no. So we're 1 piece away. Guess we'll just keep an eye out, but that's exciting. What a great game. What a great game. Look at that tower. Okay, so light sticks. We have stuff to scan apparently. Whoa. What is all this? Floodlight? Almost looks like Gladys. Looks like Portal. Coffee vending machine, yes. Thank you. I mean, don't we need something to actually build these things? There's a trash can. Excellent. Always useful. Thermos. Oh, wow. So it's actually getting more than just the whatever it is that we see. We're getting cold. All right, so I like how we jump in the water in order to feel better. There we go. Get our temperature back up. And we have a new log right here.
Fred, I'm not blaming you. But what do you mean it's gone? Where did it go? You found some trouble somewhere in the deep twisty bridges and decided to jettison modules?
Yeah, I had to jettison a module. I got free, went back for it, and it was just gone.
And you think someone stole it?
Sea monkey.
Or something. I didn't lose it, that's for sure. I'm careful with my tools.
I'm sure you are, but you have to admit, there have been a lot of sea...
This is a recorded message. If you can hear this, you're trespassing. If you know what's good for you, you'll get the hell out of here.
Well, I'm gonna leave that beacon there. I assume if I go this way, it's not gonna be good. So I'm gonna go this way. At the very least, we can scan these. They kind of look like where we were before. Pick up. That's snow? I don't think so. That's snow, huh? Wow, we're so cold. Yeah, we probably need a cold suit and gear and stuff like that, but... Gosh, I wish I had my flashlight. Hold. Flashlight. There we go. Source of heat. Oh, there it is. Yes. Thermal lily. That's so wild. So what's the deal with these guys? Hydrothermal spire. Long-term exposure to geothermal emissions may pose a risk to human health. Aquatic life found in proximity may have evolved adaptations to the presence of these toxic compounds. Presence of metal sulfides gives the escaping material its dark, opaque appearance. Oh, it's not as cool as I thought. Cryptosuchus. The Cryptosuchus is a large shark-like beast, easily identifiable by its carapace of thin, bony plates. Structure: these plates are defensive, bony structures that aid in heat absorption among thermal vents. It propels itself with wide-web flippers that displace massive amounts of water. The Cryptosuchus is a bit of a contradictory creature. Despite its fearsome appearance, it is more roar than bite. While territorial, the Cryptosuchus tends to retreat from confrontation after being attacked once. Oh. This is likely a form of agnostic posturing. Aggressive fauna tend to avoid fights if the probability of injury is too high. Avoid, but can be handled in a pinch. Oh, well, I'm glad I read about that, yeah? Trinity barnacle. Found near sea vents, geothermal hotspots, often in clusters. Feature a thick capitulum, shell casing, that allow them to survive in very warm water temperatures. Mature barnacles develop a triad of ocelli, which are rudimentary photoreceptors. Blue scrub bush. Unusual plant for the climate. Managed to thrive in extreme cold. Hollow leaves are chambered pores, which capture and store the sun's heat. Okay. Crescent moon coral. The one I'm interested in is, well, there's floodlight, yes. There's vehicles, the sea truck. Oh, that's cute. We'll have to read more on that when we actually get access. And it was actually this plant in front of us, the thermal one, right? Not sea, but land, thermal lily here. The thermal lily is an unusual terrestrial plant typically found on cliff walls. During the day, it points its face towards the sun, absorbing thermal radiation and storing it internally. At night, the thermal lily's petals close to reduce heat loss, and it relies on its heat stores to survive the harsh Arctic conditions. Interesting, it points its face towards the sun, so it thinks we're the sun, or at least source of heat, and there must be a high contrast between us and the surrounding environment, so that's why it points at us. Well, there's the tower. There's the thermal lilies. They said we'll be sorry, so I assume there's like some defensive things in place. The heck is scary? Honeycomb fungus. Dear God. I wonder if you can chop it to pieces. All right, we're gonna run to the tower because it's rather cold, and we don't have a cold suit. I assume we're gonna need one. Chance of copper, thermal lily, shrub nut. Oh, shrubs. Horseshoe shrub. Fruit can be harvested and planted, could be a sustainable food source. Okay. Terrestrial plant thrives in warm conditions. Thick fibrous core stores water for its fruiting body. +5 and 15 and health +10. Wow. This is an all-in-one plant right here. That's absolutely insane. Holy moly, it's even a med kit. That's a very powerful plant. Dear God, that's like our version of the Bulbo. What are these? Hello. Crystalline sulfur. Mineral detector fragment. Emmanuel. Emmanuel gave me this jailbroken scanner tool thing and said, I need more shower heads. This should lead you to the necessary minerals. What? He also told me to keep it on the down low. And guess this is what a master's certificate in applied geology gets you these days, a job as a glorified construction worker. I should have studied interstellar law like Dad said. I have to hand it to Emmanuel though. I don't know what he did to the scanner, but it does a great job at zeroing in on specific minerals. It's better than hoping I stumble across the right outcroppings. As much as I want to go on, we are really... We're past time. I really want to keep playing, but I may have to stop here. We had just finished up Subnautica before. I was feeling a hankering to play again, and there you go. It's feeding the addiction. So hopefully you enjoyed the first steps into Below Zero. It's definitely a lot more friendly, I would say. But then again, maybe it's just because we've played before. But I'm digging it. There's a lot of questions, and it's kind of interesting to have our own voice for once, right? So actually, it should be kind of cool. So I'm glad to be checking it out. If you enjoyed the series, please feel free to like, share, or comment down below. It helps us a great deal. I had a total blast. I hope you did as well. And I can't wait to get into the next one with you. Have a wonderful, wonderful night.